Good, woof. Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. Today's Thursday. Happy Thursday. Very windy outside. Spring is coming. So we haven't talked about health stuff for a while. How's everybody doing with their health? How you doing with your eating? How you doing with your water? Do we remember those vital principles that we talked about? Remember that 70% of what you eat should be water-based foods as best you can. So that's fruits, vegetables, nuts, can count sprouts, and in their natural state. You don't want stuff out of a can. You want to cook things as little as possible. The more you can steam stuff, the more that you can eat things raw. That's the best way to go. I'm a huge fruit eater. You can see over there, we got my stacks of mangoes and avocados and bananas over there. So try to eat, if you want to stay alive, you got to eat things that are alive. So we try to have 70% water-based foods. When we do concentrated foods, one of the big things is we don't food combine if we can help it. When you eat a protein, your stomach has to produce a pH acid that is at one extreme in order to break down the protein. And if you eat a starch, your stomach has to produce a pH of acid that's at the other extreme. So if you eat a protein and a starch together, your stomach is producing both of these acids and they cancel each other out. So you want to not do that. So if you're going to eat a concentrated protein, meat, whatever, try to make it as clean as possible. Obviously organic, obviously grass-fed, obviously. But then eat it with vegetables and don't eat it with starchy vegetables. So don't eat it with potatoes, don't eat it with corn, don't eat it with peas. Eat it with broccoli, eat it with a salad, eat it with green beans, eat it with stuff like that. If you're going to eat the starch, so if you want to have pasta, then that's fine. Go ahead and have pasta. But then don't have meat with the pasta, and don't eat any proteins with the pasta. Try not to have, pasta and meatballs. Now, obviously, you don't do this perfectly all the time. Zag once a week. Coffee's done. Zag once a week, and then most of the ideas now are you zag an additional, so that's 4 times a month that you're going to zag and have a day or a meal where you don't follow your plan. And then most of the time now people say do one more a month so that you have 5 times a month where you stay away or you do something different or you eat whatever. You have the box of Girl Scout cookies. So 70% water concentrated foods, high water concentrated foods, stay away from food combining. Half your body weight in ounces in water a day. So if you weigh 200 pounds, 100 ounces of water a day, you'll find that's not really that difficult. I've always got my water bottle with me. I got these guys. I love these extreme canteens because I don't like something that I have to pour. I have these at home and at work, and I have the reverse osmosis systems at both places so I can just fill them up. And then you want to put some lemon in your water. Most of us, our pH balance, our body is way too high. So if you put some lemon in the water, it's going to offset that pH. If you want to, and if you haven't for a long time, go test your pH. You can buy pH strips at a health food store, and you can either put them in your mouth or you can pee on them, and they'll show you where your pH is. But a little bit of lemon will do amazing things. And like the latest theory is you should take the lemon and actually squeeze it because we're getting back in touch with our, natural selves when we do that. Then try to stay away from poisons, and obviously the biggest thing there is whatever food you eat, stay away from processed foods. Stay away from anything that comes out of a bag, anything that comes out of a can. Almost all of that is not, good for you and not something that you want. So as best as you can, eat everything that you can get organically. Stay away from the pesticides. Stay away from all the junk. Springtime's coming, so it's a good time to do a garden. Gardens have become more and more popular, especially since everybody had to stay at home. But great way to, grow something that you can then eat and see what it's like to do that. Obviously, there's going to be lots of farmers markets coming out, and that's another great place to go get all kinds of food. But the best that you can stay away from anything that is processed in any fashion. And it doesn't matter how healthy it may look or seem. If it's a bar or it's a powder or it's a drink that came in a container, that's processed. And that's not a great thing. If, every condiment is processed, even if it's, an organic condiment, or even if it doesn't matter, it's still processed. Any juice that's in a carton is processed. If it's in a carton, it's been pasteurized. When they pasteurized it, they took all the nutrients out of it. If you want orange juice, buy some oranges, squeeze them, and then drink the orange juice. Don't buy it out of a carton. That carton is incredibly processed because it's been pasteurized. When they pasteurize orange juice, they actually cook it to the point that it gets brown. And they kill all the good stuff in it. And then they put color and then put vitamin C back into it. They put man-made vitamin C back into it. Well, why do that? Go buy the oranges, juice them. It's super easy to do. If you don't have a juicer, juicers are the way to go. Vitamix, and I know Dolores is on here and she got a Vitamix. I have a Vitamix at work. I have a Vitamix at home. Vitamix creates at least 2 of my meals a day, typically. And in the Vitamix, I'll put in fruits and then lots of spinach. I'm a big fan of spinach. That's a high concentrated superfood, but it's also very easy for your body to process. Kale is a superfood, but it's much harder for your body to process. Spinach is a lot easier. I'm a huge fan of blueberries. They're a massive superfood. All the antioxidants in the world, great stuff. Put all that stuff into a Vitamix, blend the hell out of it. The more fruit you put in, the more sweet it'll taste. Throw it in a deal and away you go. I mean, it's the easiest stuff in the world and super healthy. Your body's getting all kinds of nutrients without having to work very hard. Super great for you. So wanted to touch base on the issue of health. We hadn't done that in a long time. If you got more questions, post them and I can answer stuff as to at least the ideas that I follow, which is just one plan. Always talk to your doctor if you have medical issues. Always listen to your body. Everybody's different. My wife, T, she's super lean. She needs to eat more meat. When she doesn't eat red meat, her blood iron goes way down. You can just tell it's what her body needs. I went 30 years without eating meat. My body was fine, but hers is different. So everybody's is different. So listen to your body and pay attention to it. But the one thing we can't get around is if you want to live, eat things that are alive. That is certainly an idea that has been borne out by the China study. It's been borne out by every study that everybody's done now. So everybody have a great day. Happy Thursday. Check out your diet. It's springtime. Let's all get out there. We're going to be taking our shirts off soon. We're all in this together. Thanks for watching. Let's take care of each other.